episode of the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Edgar Soto, alongside Henry Cruz and Mitch Mann. We are discussing this week's hot topics, rumors, news throughout the wrestling world. But first off, how are you guys?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. How are you guys doing?
Good, man.
Pretty good. I mean, a week full of ups and downs, right?
Yeah, how's the heat serving you?
It's been brutal.
It's here, this heat wave. Listen,
we're in the East Coast. Mitch is in the West, so he gets it a little bit worse, I think.
Yeah, in like late August, it gets up to like 110 here. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I'm not going outside.
It's
Hell
been
no.
in early September.
Oh, no.
It hit 114 once.
Oh.
Yeah.
114.
I live in a valley, in the California Valley, so yeah.
I get it. And, you got a lot of good wrestling out there. So,
yeah, we do.
You got a lot of small promotions, indie promotions. You get the big events.
Right outside of Sacramento, so you got SPW in Sacramento, and then you got a bunch in the Bay Area, and yeah.
You got a lot out there. But we got a lot of wrestling to go over this week and talk about. We got so many things happen. Some things are more on the I guess sadder side to put it, and some things are more on the positive note things as well. So there's a lot that went on this week.
We lost a few heroes this week.
Yeah, a few losses. We're going to cover that, obviously remembering, Hulk Hogan, remembering Ozzy Osbourne. We'll also give our SummerSlam predictions now that we're a week away. Some, surprise appearances, some contract updates, some, what else? Some injury news. So
much.
It's just all over the place, right? All right, so again, let's start with, remembering the pro wrestling legend, Hulk Hogan. Now, I know this has been the topic, it's been a delicate topic because, again, it's like, all right, there's Hulk Hogan, the person, then there's Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, right? So I think for me, I'm just going to it's much more comfortable talking about Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, because that's the person that kind of like we knew, right?
I think just going into more of the person is just more of a complicated thing that we rather just stay away from. It's just like one of those sensitive areas. Yeah. I think we should just stick to just the wrestling, like you said, the wrestling side of it. I think that's the
but it's like the elephant in the room. You got to acknowledge that you might not agree. Like, yeah, the person, he did a lot of horrible things, in my opinion, and he destroyed a lot of careers. But the contributions he gave to the business, it wouldn't be where it is without him. That's undeniable.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. You can't sugarcoat it. Like you said, he said a lot of controversial things, did a lot of controversial things, but his contributions to the business are.
You can't deny.
He made wrestling main. He is one of the catalysts for making wrestling mainstream. So
what 80s, 90s, early 2000s? It was all Hulk Hogan, right?
80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah. Starting with obviously the rise of Hulkamania, then headlining, multiple WrestleManias, right?
I think he got way better as Hollywood. Hollywood's when I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, 100%. That Hollywood Hulk Hogan was, in my opinion, the best version of Hulk Hogan.
He's a good heel, and he just didn't want to ruin the Hulk Hogan white meat babyface character. But he's so good at it. He's way more believable.
I would say it wasn't more Hulk Hogan. It was more Hogan wanted to do it. It was more of booking didn't want to do it. Vince at that time when he was in charge of WWE didn't want to turn his babyface. But then again, if we look at the history, Vince has always been like that, though, because he refused to do it with John Cena. He refused to do it with a lot of wrestlers. But then eventually, even Roman Reigns, it was pushing and shoving, and they finally did it. And it turned out successful.
Even when he went to WCW, it took him 2.5 years before he pulled the trigger.
Yeah, because I guess, WCW was new, so they were sort of trying to have him build up like that, I guess.
They were trying to pump the juice out of Hulkamania as much as they could, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. But yeah, wrestling wouldn't be where it is without Hogan right now. Obviously, When I mean that, I'm talking about mainstream, how it's now talked about on ESPN and regular television, like regular news stations, different things like that. We wouldn't movies talked about movies, wrestlers. It's just there's a lot that Hogan did as a wrestler. Like Soto said, we're keeping it to basically his contribution as a wrestler. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, again, it's like, despite the controversies and the criticism, I mean, regarding any remark, all of the remarks that he may have said, what he put or what he contributed to wrestling was just simply incredible. I mean, when Hulkamania, yeah.
I was gonna say, I will never forgive him and Bischoff for what they did to Mike TNA. Though they came in and gutted that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
And that was so good. 2009 TNA was so good.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I think going step by step, everything that Hulk did after his like wrestling career, after that winding down, there's a lot of question marks, right? There's a lot of
all the lies.
It seems like a dark cloud, and it's crazy that for his final WWE appearance when he returned on WWE's premiere for Netflix, right? That return in itself was memorable for all the wrong reasons, right? To a course full of booze, and obviously that moment right there was supposed to be a celebration of, like, again, WWE's past, present, and future, something that he is involved in, and it's crazy to well, it's not crazy, it's it was expected of how many fans initially turned on him.
Past actions.
It's not. I don't think it's. I don't want to say. I don't know if the fans turned to him. It's just that. Again, I'm not going to dive too much into it, but I'm just going to say, like, it's just more of being apologetic for things that you've done and moving on. People can move on.
Let me correct myself. Not turned on him, but forgive him.
Yeah, people could move on, because I'm for a person of forgiveness. Like, if you make a mistake and you atone from it, you do what you need to do. Yeah, of course, you could be forgiven. But if you sort of try to brush it under the water and act like it never happened, that's not the way to go about it. And like I said, he made mistakes. We're all people. We all make mistakes. We all do dumb shit. That's the best way to put it. Some people do dumber shit than other people. That's the best way to put it. But
I will say again,
his contributions to wrestling, are part of none. You can't deny it. He never took responsibility for any of his actions. When he got booed, he's like, "Oh, it's because I'm in LA, brother." And just making excuses. Like, it can't be anything he's done. No, he can't reflect on his actions. And a lot of people are like that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Having said that, what, in your opinion, or if you have any, what was your favorite Hulk Hogan moment?
Ooh, let me think about that. Go ahead, Henry.
I'd probably say being the man in WC, the third man.
Yeah, me too.
That was probably I think the most iconic one, just because you never saw a heel Hogan. It was always I'm brother this, brother that. Oh, eat your vitamins, 24-inch pythons. Good guy, overcome everything. Now and then him turning heel and doing it was interesting.
Yeah, we've never seen this side of Hogan, after years in the wrestling business, only to be,
I'll give that to Mitch. Mitch, I'll let you have that one. You know what moment was crazy for me with Hogan? I know you said that one with the heel turn. The one where Jeff Jarrett laid on the floor.
Oh yeah, the Vince Russo bullshit. Yeah.
That was interesting too.
For me, it's the NWO turn and Rock versus Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when the crowd turned on the Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. Obviously, the Hulk Hogan turning heel and joining the NWO is it changed pro wrestling forever, or the landscape, right? It shifted a power balance between then WWF and WCW, right? But for me, as in terms of personal moment you know, of Hulk Hogan, it has to be that match with The Rock at WrestleMania 18. Just the fact that, you know, he was the, you know, the heel in that match, and the fans were like cheering him on, and obviously with that famous Hulk up that he did during the match, just seeing the crowd reaction.
Well, we sort of got a double turn in that match that wasn't really planned, so it was
They went
crazy.
with the crowd.
It was more Hogan went face and Rock went heel. So it was interesting. Like, you don't see those type of double turns.
Yeah, no, it's
like
rare.
It was more of an on the fly thing, but yeah.
Yeah, and that was an on the fly thing, which was crazy. Like, I think that's the last time, actually, believe it or not, we've seen a double turn like that. Because usually the double turns are usually done like somebody attacks this person and then goes face or goes heel. It was never with the crowd reactions, which is you know, crazy. You think about it, but yeah, those are probably the top three, honestly. Like Hogan and Rock, the NWO turn, and probably the Vince Russo, Jeff Jarrett one, just because it was real life. This wasn't
broke the fourth wall.
It broke the fourth. It wasn't. It was wrestling, but not wrestling. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Before we move on, all right, I mentioned, well, you know, I asked you guys what's your favorite moment, you know, of Hulk Hogan. What was your favorite feud?
Feud for Hogan. Well, I grew up liking Ultimate Warrior, so it'd probably be Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk and Ultimate Warrior, and Savage would probably be my top two, and then Andre would be three.
Savage.
I like Savage too. Savage.
Mine, maybe it was because he was like 1A, 1B in terms of favorite wrestler. I got to take that rivalry between him and Sting.
Okay, that's very fair. That was a good one.
I'm gonna say this: Macho Man is probably one of my favorite wrestlers too. But
yeah,
that's such a hard thing. But I did love his feud with Ultimate Warrior too, because Ultimate Warrior was super over. And I remember when Ultimate Warrior did his splash, and Hogan just no-sold where and Warrior was like.
Randy Savage got the most out of Ultimate Warrior of anyone, I think.
He did. Yeah, also, I remember Hogan also no-sold the elbow too for Randy Savage.
Yeah,
the elbow drop.
Hogan's always been about himself. It's
Yeah, no, I for me it was just like everything that, you know, that rivalry, because listen, I'll admit it, I think I want to say during that era in the 90s, I think I watched WCW more than I did WWF.
At some point I did too.
What time in the 90s? Early 90s or late 90s?
No, it was like mid to late 90s. So
okay,
I would say,
so right when Nitro was coming on. Okay.
Yeah, so I would say like 97 and on.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, so you know, for that time period, I just absolutely, and to this day, I still watch videos of that feud between the NWO versus Sting, and how long it actually took for, you know, for them to set up Hulk Hogan versus Sting for the World Heavyweight title. I don't know. I just think you know, the beauty of that era, and again, just because I am a mark for Sting, I just love that you know, that whole feud.
I'm a mark for Sting too. I have his I have a face mold of his mask signed on autographed on my wall. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice. And again, you know, when it comes to, you know, Hulk Hogan, it's like when you start, like a lot of people, you know, when they first started watching wrestling, now people who are currently in their you know, 40s, 50s, you know, that first wrestling that got them into wrestling was Hulk Hogan.
Right.
So again, it's just crazy how it all unfolded, because again, there was so many like conflicting reports, whether, you know, his health was deteriorating, or, you know, he was actually in stable condition, and then just, you know, one day out of the blue, you know, he's just gone. It's definitely like a shocking moment, but it's definitely like a sad moment in professional wrestling.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The thing that was interesting to me was about, I would say, early June, that freaking Bubba the Love Sponge was saying, "Oh yeah, he's on his deathbed." I thought he was full of shit. I was like, "This dude's just trying to get."
I read that and I was just like, where's this guy getting his info? And then
there must be some validity to it. There had to happen.
Well, he's been in Hogan's circle. He knows people in his circle. Yeah.
Yeah, so for those who said, oh, he didn't have shit. Well, I mean, it looks like he had legitimate information.
Yeah.
So, and then again, another passing, another sad news again in the professional wrestling world, is music legend and WWE Hall of Famer Ozzy Osbourne. They say that there's a saying that death comes in threes.
Yep.
Yeah. So
bro, I was just talking to my wife about this.
Yep.
Not too long ago. We had 3 deaths within 4 days of each other. It was Malcolm Warner, the actor from Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah.
Yep. And that was under.
And he was the 20th. He drowned in Costa Rica, and definitely RIP to him as well. And there was Ozzy Osbourne 2 days later.
Yeah.
And then Hulk Hogan 2 days later. So they died within 6 days of each other, 2 days apart from each other, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
That's crazy. Ozzy Osbourne, obviously known for his music, but but in terms of wrestling, I mean, he's always, I guess you could say he's always been a fan. I mean, he was present at WrestleMania 2, right? He made sporadic appearances in the 2000s, right? Obviously, it was to kind of boost his reality series, right? That was featured on MTV, but
the Osbournes,
yeah, but he made several appearances, right? And ultimately then earning a spot in the in WWE's Hall of Fame, right, in the 2021 class, I want to say. And yeah, I mean, throughout the last couple of years, his health has been declining. Was a main problem after he was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2020. And then it's crazy to think about that. Just recently, he had his final concert in his hometown of Birmingham, England, right? And he sang well, seated in his iconic black throne. So. Again, it's one of those sad moments where it's like, all right, sometimes the sun rises and the sun sets, and really, yeah.
To be fair, it's horrible and tragic, but he got to 76 with what his body went through. That's not bad.
Yeah,
just saying with the the life expectancy rates the way they are now, it's not bad.
Yeah, I know. Again, those who were fans of his, it's a gut wrenching feeling, right? When one of your childhood heroes or childhood icons, just is gone, and I think that's what hurts the most, because just like Hulk Hogan, just like Ozzy Osbourne, those who are truly fans of theirs, right? When you're young, you never think they're ever going away until they do.
He's called the immortal Hulk Hogan for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this too. I know we're gonna talk about this topic later. Obviously, we mentioned we have wrestlers appearing in the movie. Ozzy Osbourne also appeared in with the actor later on, who we're going to talk about, Adam Sandler and everything like that. Also appeared in the movie too, and sang some of his banger songs in that movie as well.
Yeah.
So he's just been mainstream in wrestling with movies for years. He's just had immeasurable contributions all around. And definitely sad that he passed away.
Yeah. All right, so it's that time again. For predictions, we have a main show coming up this upcoming weekend in WWE SummerSlam. Again,
WrestleMania Part 2. All right, let's buckle down.
Listen, I don't know. I just know that I'm excited about this card. 2 nights. very exhausting. To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to it.
Are we getting like a WrestleMania thing? 14 matches, 7 card matches.
Listen, okay, so I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 matches night 1, and there's 6 matches night 2. So 12 matches in total. I mean, unless they announce any like last minute, match, that's what's on the card right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with night. Let's go through night 1, I guess. Let's start with night 1.
So we'll start with night 1. Oh, and by the way, just until probably like an hour or two ago, I'm definitely looking forward to going to the Raw after SummerSlam, since it's in Barclays.
Ooh, enjoy.
So, yeah, so it was a last minute thing. It was like, all right, you know what?
Soto said live episodes from Barclay.
Hey, I'm thinking about it. I'm honestly thinking about it.
How expensive is that shit?
It was for It was for a good cause. I hope he's not. I hope he's not watching. But it is a birthday gift.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
It is a birthday gift to my godson. I hope he's not watching this episode. So I'm gonna go and surprise him.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
that's cool.
All right.
He definitely should like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%. 100%.
Just to let you know, you better have the credit card because he can go actually for one of the title belts.
I'm gonna
he go actually for the title belt.
I'm gonna listen. He, his parents gave me a list of like action figures that I have that he wants. So I'm gonna be on the lookout this weekend, and then obviously when we go to the event, I'll probably get him he really loves Jey Uso, so probably like a Heat shirt or
I have a Heat shirt here. I have the Sammy Uso one too.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
All right, so we'll start. So we'll start with Saturday's card, which features the rematch: Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
It depends if Kross resigns. I would say probably Kross, but if Kross does resign, Sami.
This is okay. Karrion Kross is my guy. Like he is Jake Roberts reincarnated, in my opinion. But they, for some reason,
Nice comparison.
Yeah. The way he speaks, he grabs your attention. But the way Triple H has been booking this, I don't have any faith that I think they're going to bury him until even if he signs a new contract. I think they're just.
He did. Piggybacking off what you said, Mitch, he did make comments saying that he made pitches for like darker elements to his character and everything was turned down. So
all the time.
You say that.
I just think Karrion Kross is one of those guys that his ceiling and his potential is just unlimited,
astronomical,
and that's what WWE should have noticed when his popularity the last couple of weeks skyrocketed, right? Because I think he was one of those who is insanely talented, but they just didn't know what to do with him, right? And now that his popularity is increasing week by week, it's like, all right, we got something here, but I don't know what's holding WWE back.
I have my theories. So, like I said, Triple H's style is so to the athletic side, and it doesn't focus as much on the entertainment side. I think it's all the stuff you've heard about. He don't like taking back bumps. The way he doesn't bump like a small guy because he's not a small guy. He should wrestle like a bigger. He looks like a brick house, dude.
Yeah.
He should wrestle like that.
Yeah.
I mean, old school psychology. We need to, I love that.
Yeah. Likewise. I mean,
we don't have enough of that nowadays.
No, we don't. We have too many flips and the athletic stuff is great, but when you've seen it a million times, it gets a little stale.
That's it's sort of like the super kick.
Yeah,
yes.
Mix it up a little bit. I mean,
super kick and spear are overdone now.
It's not special if everyone can do it.
Right.
How many wrestlers? Let's. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Like you said, it's not special. How many wrestlers do the spear and the super kick now?
Oh my God.
Too many. I'm just not. We don't have to pick a number.
5 to 10. Yeah.
At least, yeah, probably. I would say probably even higher than 10.
That's why you mix it up, and with Karrion Kross, who, in my opinion, the Jake the Snake comparison is amazing. He is a great storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I would build around that, but having said that, I just don't see. I have Sami Zayn winning here.
That's why I said Sami Zayn. I said if Kross resigns, maybe they give him the push. Maybe he wins and gets Sami to go to the dark side. But I don't think if he resigns, he's going to get buried in this match. Right?
Yeah.
They're dropping the ball. Karrion Kross, LA Knight, they are stubborn with certain things, and I don't understand it.
They dropped the ball with the Hurt Business, but let's not get back into that.
Well, yeah. But that was a long time ago. That was on defense.
Yeah, no, but also Triple H too a little bit. They let it go. But anyways, I think we're in agreement. It's probably going to be Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Then we have a tag match that was recently added to the card: Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
I think it's going to be Roman and Jay. They're not having Roman come back to this.
So I think it's going to be Roman and Jay too, but but the Browns go over and build them up.
They're probably gonna make the heels look good in the match.
Yeah, well, I would build them up while Seth's gone. We need some heels.
I mean, if you have the Browns win, imagine the outbreak. Probably poor Rikishi will get a damn aneurysm. Like, imagine that result. But I just don't see any way that a returning Roman Reigns and Jey Uso loses. And then I definitely don't see Braun Breaker eating the pinfall here. It's most likely Bronson Reed. But I think this tag match will lead to a Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker one-on-one. I mean, after that promo on Monday Night Raw, it's just like you want that match. So I think that's the match we're going to get probably at Clash at Paris.
Probably.
And if the rumors about Seth's injury not being like as bad as he's played it off are, then maybe he comes back while after the Braun versus Roman.
I think he's cashing in at SummerSlam, but we'll get into that.
Could be.
Later on.
Yeah, I'm with you. But then we have Randy Orton, another tag match. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Can I say one thing? I'm glad that Triple H is focusing on tag team wrestling because I know that's his bread and butter. That's always been his bread and butter since NXT. So I'm finally surprised that he's actually really focusing on it now. And you see, we got 2 tag matches so far on the card, so that's interesting.
But one of the members of the tag teams is a literal like body bag.
And guess who's gonna win this match? Probably Logan Paul.
Probably.
Probably, but I mean, if you're gonna insert Jelly Roll into this match, I just don't see a scenario where Jelly Roll loses, right?
That's stupid. I think you have him lose. Logan deserves to win.
Yeah, no, exactly. If you want to piss the crowd off, then you have Logan Paul pick up the victory over Randy Orton. But again, just the fact that you have Jelly Roll.
You talking about him getting nuclear heat? They don't do that no more, bro. You know that.
No, they don't, but they should.
Yeah.
They don't do the nuclear heat no more, Soto. You know that already.
They need to.
I'm old school, man. Yeah.
You know how I'm not saying if Logan Paul pins Randy Orton, New York is gonna lose their shit.
He beat him at Mania. He beat Orton and Owens at Mania.
They're gonna lose their shit because they were like, "Oh, he pinned him," when they should have went over. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose their shit, bro. New York and Jersey crowds are ruthless, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
They're gonna lose their shit. They're gonna start censoring "fuck you, Logan" all over the fucking TV and shit.
There we go. All right. So wait, the consensus is what? Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, or?
No, I'm going with Logan Paul. And
I'm going with Logan Paul too.
Nice.
Yep, Logan Drew.
Okay.
Logan and Drew.
We have for the WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
That's a tough
Tiffany
one.
Stratton all day.
I'm gonna go Jade. They signed her for a massive contract. They signed her to push her to the top. It's gonna be Jade.
I feel like they're forcing.
Only reason
I feel like
they are, but it's gonna lead to the Jade and Naomi feud.
I don't think
Yeah,
she's ready for it. Yeah, I just don't think she's ready for that though.
I think
It's gonna be the Jade Naomi.
I think for storyline purposes, yeah, I'm leaning more towards Jade Cargill.
You could do champion. Listen, champion versus champion at Survivor Series. That's what's going to happen.
Right. But then there's this whole thing with Bianca, right? Where it's like if that's the matchup that they want, I mean, it makes sense for Jade to pick up the victory here.
We don't know when Bianca's coming back. Right now, she said her finger, she can't bend it. So if you can't bend your finger,
it's one of those things where like my mind is telling me Jade Cargill, but my heart is telling me Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I think if you have Jade win now, what does she have to chase Naomi for? I think you leave the belt off of her because she's going to chase Naomi.
I mean, there depends because if you think about it, like if you have her be the champion even for a little bit, she can go over to Raw later on and lose the title. Because remember, they have a lot of women's wrestlers they are planning on pushing. Stephanie Becker is a name that's been talked about that they're going to feature more. Along with remember they also got Blake Monroe ready in the wings NXT as well. So like you have names that could potentially come into the roster and do things and move around. So there's a lot of pieces that they can shuffle. Don't forget we got Jordan Grace still rumored to be part of SmackDown at some point.
But I don't think it's over for Tiffany Stratton yet. She's still the golden goose. I just don't think it's over for her yet.
It might not be, but I'm gonna just go with Jade for this one because I think Jade and Naomi at SummerSlam makes Survivor Series makes sense.
Okay.
Reignite the rivalry, and then I would say if they do a scenario, I don't know if they will do that anymore, a champion versus champion type thing where the winner takes the championship. Then you can sort of have it in a situation where she gets to pick which title she wants to stay in, obviously drop the other one. Then you can have her go to which brand you want. It all depends. Really,
right.
There's so many different ways they can go, but yeah, I really think it's going to be Jade.
Okay. Another tag match for Saturday's card. You have the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending against the unlikely duo of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Next.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm saying that is because of the storyline I presented a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's going to happen with Alexa. This is going to be the full turn of Charlotte Flair as a face, which Charlotte wanted in the first place, and Charlotte said she's enjoying this run. It's not going to end right away, but at some point the seeds are going to be planted, and they already have been planted for Alexa to turn on her, and Alexa is going to partner up with a former tag team champion of Nikki Cross at some point with the Y6 and her crossing power. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when.
Well, we've heard a lot of rumors about Alexa Bliss is going to join the Y6. That never happened. So.
Well, they didn't happen because I think Bo was injured for a while, and now they're easing it back into the tag team scene. So that's still on the back burner, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when they pull the trigger.
Okay. Braun never joined. Braun Strowman never joined. All those rumors about that. I'm just saying there's a lot of bullshit on there.
I don't know. Something tells me like the tag champs retain here. Because I'm also thinking about the Judgment Day storyline. Like I get Flair's and Bliss, this unlikely duo. This kind of like
Mitch, that's also because Soto likes Roxanne Perez. That's just biased.
No. It's not even that. It's just like
good wrestler.
Yeah, no, it's not even like all that. It's just that I think with the New Day, right? I mean, I'm sorry, the New Day. Wow, the Judgment Day. One
of the days.
There's so many days. The fact that you want to like continue to show that Raquel and Roxanne are a dominant force, right? Because
you can't do that. You can't do that if they lose the gold and then they chase it back too. But I think it could also be part of Finn's plan too.
I can understand what you're saying. Because
you kind of want to show that Raquel doesn't need Liv, so she has embraced Roxanne Perez more. That's where I'm going with. And I don't know, like I feel like with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, don't get me wrong, I kind of like the tag team. It's actually growing on me. Like the past couple of weeks, I mean, they went from like not friends to like frenemies to like friends to possibly being like besties, right? So this is a 50-50 coin toss for me. If I have to pick, I'm gonna go and pick Rodriguez and Perez.
All right, so we got 2 for 3. So me and Mitch said Alexa and
but again,
I can see it either way, but
yeah, that's where I'm going with. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Flair and Bliss won, because they right now as challengers, and that team has all the momentum going right now.
They got the hot hand, basically.
Yeah. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. So either to be honest with you, either outcome, I'm good for it.
But I think if Roxanne and Raquel do lose, I think this is going to be Finn's plan of the judgment breaking the judgment day from within with Roxanne. I think that's part of his plan eventually to lead to him and Dom having a feud.
That's another thing. Everyone's been saying, Judgment Day's going to break up soon, and they've just kept building.
So I think real quick, I think that whole thing with that injury with Liv Morgan, it really like put a lot of storylines on pause, because we were supposed to pivot. We were supposed to get Liv Morgan and Nikki Bella in some sort of match, right, at Evolution 2.
God.
That didn't happen.
I'm kind of glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, and then all weeks leading up to Evolution, we saw Finn kind of like instigate and try to drive that wedge.
He's always been like that.
Yeah. So and I love it. I love Finn. But
I love Finn.
Happy birthday to Finn, who recently just turned 44. But I mean, I love the whole.
That's older than me.
Yeah. But this whole storyline, I think it put a lot of things on pause. So I don't think the Judgment Day will crumble anytime soon. I think once we start getting signs of Liv's return, then I can say, okay, that plan is back into effect. But I think the Judgment Day is staying strong.
I can see eventually, like within a year or so, Dominic taking over.
I do think we're gonna. We might get a thing where it teases Liz coming back, and then Liv obviously comes back at the Rumble. I think Liv is going to come back as a face this time. I think when she comes back, she's done with it. I'll be honest with you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What would be something is if Dominic and Roxanne got together and then Liv comes back.
I mean,
I think that's what they're going to. I think that's what they're going towards.
I hope so. That would be
I feel like that's what they're going to build up on. To be completely honest with you, it's bound to happen. Yep. And then the last match for Saturday's card would be Gunther versus CM Punk for the WWE World Championship.
No more tag matches? Oh.
Gunther wins.
No, there's more tag matches, or one more tag match.
I would say this. You said Gunther, right?
Gunther.
Yes, Gunther versus CM Punk.
No, I would say Mitch. He said he picked Gunther to win.
Yeah, Gunther.
I'm picking CM Punk with a Seth Rollins cash in.
I'm in agreement with you. I think, with the whole. Listen, I'm not gonna, I'm trying not to listen to all these reports, but it's kind of like adding up. We really don't know, right, the extent or the length of.
They were supposed to tell us, they never did. So
yeah, they never did. And usually, if it's a 20 CL torn, whatever, they usually say, Seth Rollins will be out for 8 months or 9 months or whatever.
Yeah,
they never specified, right? So they're keeping that close to the chest.
He probably tweaked his knee, and they probably just let in the swelling go down.
And after everything that's been going on with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, it's only fitting for CM Punk to have that moment, and Seth Rollins should be like, you know what?
Like I said, it's gonna be the full circle moment. CM Punk is going to win. Seth Rollins is going to cash. And you're going to see Drew McIntyre laugh and mock CM Punk because he said my reign was more longer than what your reign was. He's going to mock him and say, you made fun of me and cost me this match. And this is what happens.
But my thing is, my thing is here, it's like, do you really want to see another feud between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre? Because if Drew McIntyre, let's play the hypothetical, comes in and costs or attacks CM Punk, Like, is that really what we're like heading towards?
I don't think it's going to be CM Punk and McIntyre again, but I think it's just more of just the storytelling purpose where he's going to say,
yeah, like a callback.
It's sort of like a callback. It's not going to be like an actual. They're going
No,
to
like
again.
just have him walk out and laugh. But something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's going to be like a callback. Yeah, it's not going to be like, oh, they're going to go in a feud.
Like,
I think
they're not getting involved.
Actually, if I remember right, their last match that they had, they said they wouldn't be able to fight again. So I think that wouldn't be able to happen anyway, on the Raw brand at least. So, I mean, if CM Punk went to SmackDown, it probably could happen because
they all shift.
How about we take Drew McIntyre off, right? And wouldn't it be fitting? I don't know. I'm just throwing out things here. If you put in Logan Paul.
Oh God.
I mean,
Logan needs to stay like near the mid card. I don't think he should be in like the upper.
Well, no, he's slowly building. Not yet, but he's getting better.
Both. I mean, both have had history, right?
I think he's more in the upper mid card, Logan. To be honest with you.
Okay. I'm just saying.
It could happen though. I mean, I agree.
I just think, to really sum it up, I think there should be like a post attack on CM Punk.
You're gonna just hear as soon as he wins, Gunther's gonna beat the shit out of him. Like we said, Gunther's gonna beat the shit out of CM Punk. CM Punk's gonna win, and then all of a sudden you're gonna think they're gonna cut to whatever to end the show, and you're gonna just hear Seth Rollins' music hit, and it's just gonna be. He's gonna do his moves. He's probably gonna hit CM Punk with the fucking briefcase. Curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Match over. And then leading to our long-term build to where we finally get that Mania match that we were robbed of in Philly of CM Punk versus.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
I can see that.
All right. So that sums up what night 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we go on to night 2. And Henry, you wanted more tag team, you will get more tag team.
I'll just be sarcastic.
In the tables, ladders, and chairs match announced by Aldis, right, for the tag team championships, you have the Wyatt Six defending against Andrade and Phoenix, against the Street Profits, against the Motor City Machine Guns, against Fraxium, against DIY.
Oh my God! 6-pack challenge. Okay.
This match is going to fucking be insane. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
this is going to be insane. I think that should open up.
That match is going to be. Match is going to be.
I haven't seen a 6-way tag match in a while.
But to choose the winner is very hard in this match. But I'm just going to go by recent dirt sheet news rumors I've been hearing. Is Andrade is in for a push. So I could see, and they've been trying to push Phoenix into the stratosphere of Penta.
Yeah.
So I could see an underdog scenario or dark horse, actually, not even underdog, dark horse scenario where Andrade and Phoenix could win. Hence, later on, they have something happen to Andrade where he gets injured, and he gives Phoenix a chance to find a tag team partner. And you know who enter in
trying to make this happen.
It's going to happen because they already have the merchandise.
But Penta is a solo star. I don't think they want to ruin that now.
Yeah, I think
they don't. I
like your idea. I like your creativity. But
hear me out. They could still be single stars and tag team. They could do that.
Yeah, I just listen.
Yeah,
the Usos do it all the time.
My thing is, the Wyatt Six. They're gonna play the numbers game. They're gonna play the numbers game.
The Wyatt Six retains.
Yeah, I think they retain. They just recently won the tag team championship.
That's the real answer. The Wyatt Six, but the dark horse would be Phoenix.
Yeah, I think. To be honest with you, I see what they're trying to do with Andrade and Rey Phoenix, but they're both better off as single stars. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think if you want to do dark horse, I think the dark horse is Fraxo.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to agree with you. I think
honestly, I think we have two dark horses, 1A and 1B. We have Fraxium and we have Andrade.
I could see them going with Fraxium on a whim, but I just think the Wyatts are going to retain.
Yeah. I think we know what Fraxium is capable of, as they had a dominant, tag team run in NXT. We recently saw Motor City Machine Guns and Street Profits as champions. With Andrade and Rey Phoenix, it's a big question mark as to why are they being put together as a tag team, but will it work? But when it comes down to it, it's like the White Six. Not only they recently became tag team champions, but they have the numbers game, right? You're gonna have Eric Rowan. You're gonna have Nikki Cross get involved, maybe Uncle Howdy. I just think the numbers game is going to be too much, and that's saying something when you have 5 other tag teams.
I'm gonna throw this out there.
I mean, even if you didn't have numbers, if you have Eric Rowan out there, shit. But sorry,
2026. No, you're good. 2026. The Lucha Bros are probably gonna win gold together at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know it's gonna happen eventually, but I think Penta's on a wave.
That's why I said next year.
Penta's on a good wave right now.
Yeah, that's why I said next year. That's why I said 2026.
We'll see.
I would say if Penta doesn't win gold this year, some type of championship is definitely happening in 2026.
I think if Penta's like singles run, right? If it wasn't so successful, then you would have had him team up with Ray Phoenix a long time ago.
Yeah, it's obvious.
I think they will tease us at some point with it.
Yeah. No, of course. But since they've been killing it, like he's been killing it singles, we're just not going to see that probably.
And Ray Phoenix is starting to get his foot and his momentum up, so.
I think that's a good team to put him with Andrade. I think that's actually a very smart move.
I'm just saying I'm telling you, I think at some point you're gonna have Phoenix and Penta as single stars on both brands, and honestly, I could see them both facing each other to represent respective brands with a mid-card title at Survivor Series. That would be interesting.
Yeah, they're great. The Lucha Bros are great, but like I said, I feel unless he evolves, I feel Ray Phoenix is like Dragon Lee. He fades in with all of them. He doesn't stand out like Penta does.
The thing they did with Dragon Lee was criminal because Dragon Lee is super talented, and I said this to Soto from day one. When they presented Dragon Lee with first NXT, when he first debuted on NXT, Soto, his song was a certified fucking banger, and his presentation.
Oh yeah, 100%.
A1. They changed it, and he got Def Rebelled horribly.
Not only that,
I'm so sick of Def Rebel.
They just put him in the LWO, and it's like, all right, here,
lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, it's just like they. And that's what I'm a little afraid of when it comes to Ray Phoenix, but we'll see for now. But yeah, like Dragon Lee, super talented, but there was no plans for him. There was no legit plans for him. Next match on the card for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, you have Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
I'm looking forward to this. AJ is my guy. I want AJ to win, but my brain tells me Dom wins.
Yeah. I mean, I would love for AJ Styles to have that like one more championship run.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I think AJ's gonna make Dom look like a star. It's gonna be
absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
He's gonna put Dom through the ringer, but Dom's gonna be made to look like a star.
Yeah. So I'm going with Dom here.
Yeah, me too. This is easy one.
All right, steel cage match for the U.S. Championship: Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu.
Never go against a fellow Sacramentan. Jacob Fatu all the way.
Yeah, I think Jacob gets it back here.
Really? I don't know. Listen, it's one of those things where like I would love for Jacob Fatu to regain it here, but it's like the numbers game. It's like, all right, so
but you're in a cage.
Right, but I feel like there's definitely going to be some outside interference somehow.
Attempt, and then like maybe with Jacob, you get Jimmy coming in, and you get maybe someone else. Who knows?
I think this is where I'm going to throw this out there. This is where we get the bloodline sort of reunited slowly again.
Okay.
I think the bloodline storyline was put on the back burner, but now with obviously Solo having his new faction and having his new family tree.
Okay.
This is where the bloodline could slowly start inching back together. Obviously, we've seen Jimmy working with Jacob. I could see a scenario where Jimmy's asking Jay for a favor and Roman owes him a favor. And good old Sammy Uso owes him a favor. And we could have sort of, like we've been talking about for a long time, eventually we're going to get that Bloodline Civil War 2.0. It's rather of when, not if, when.
Yeah, I see where you're going with this, but with the MFT right in Solo's corner, right? I see a scenario where they all get involved. Jimmy's 100% getting involved, but it's a matter of who else is going to get involved in Jacob's side. On Jacob's side,
unless he gets one of the recent.
I got a name for you.
Oh,
L.A. Knight. Yeah,
he could. I mean, he could.
Because he's got beef with him.
Okay.
He does. We also could get another Samoan that signed with WWE a while ago that has been on the show for a bit.
Which one? Which hundred of the hundreds?
Lance.
Oh God, Lance! No.
What was it? Oh my God! This was like years ago. It was like the Dudley Boys versus like the Usos, and as Bubba's like beating down. I forgot if it was like Jay or Jimmy Uso. He's like, "This is for your father. This is for your grandfather," and then he's like, "This is for your 99 cousins."
I remember that one. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. I'm going with.
Soto's going with
Solo.
Soto. So we got two for Jacob, one for Solo. Okay.
All right. For the Women's Intercontinental Championship, again, this is a no count out, no disqualifications. If Lyra loses, she cannot challenge Lynch for the title again. You have Becky Lynch versus Lyra. Who you guys got?
I'm gonna go with Lyra.
I'm gonna go with Becky.
I'm
gonna say why I'm going with Becky is because this is gonna elevate Lyra to the main card. This is the only reason I see that happen.
I just think that I'm going with Becky because of Bayley.
That's gonna say that's the other reason.
What we saw on Monday Night Raw, I was like, are they really turning Bayley as a heel? Like the fact that she could have picked anybody to be your tag team partner. No, she picked the woman who beat her, Lyra, and I'm pretty sure she has that sour taste that damn, she beat me. So I'm gonna cost her the championship. I think it's Becky. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
As a character, I feel Lyra needs more cooking a little bit.
More marinade, right?
Yeah.
So we got two for Becky, one for Lyra. Okay.
But I think they're high on her. So
yeah.
Oh, one person, and she's over. So yeah, she's gonna elevate she's gonna elevate to the main scene, and we're gonna get Becky versus Bayley for the Intercontinental Championship.
Then we got Naomi versus Rhea versus Io for the Women's World Championship.
Well, that's a tough one. We all want to pick who, but Naomi's retaining.
I don't think you don't put the belt on Naomi just to take it away from her a few weeks later.
Yeah, and she's white hot as a heel right now.
Yeah, she is.
I think that's one of these rare occasions where we all agree because I'm with Naomi on this one.
And she deserves it. She's on fire.
100%. Like this heel turn did absolutely wonders for her because
for sure.
Had she had maintained it as a face, she 100% would have gotten lost in the card.
It was getting stale.
Yeah, 100%.
I wish they would do that for all wrestlers that are getting stale at their things and turn them heel or face. I think that would be beneficial. But Naomi's been killing it, so definitely.
It's just some people don't know how to get into that other gear and bring out your mean streak or bring out your if it's the opposite way. They don't know that they're like stuck in one way. But yeah. And then obviously the last card. The last card. Wow, my brain is fried. The last match, John Cena main event versus Cody Rhodes, which now is a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. This is hard for me.
It is.
John Cena.
It is.
I think Cena. I think you don't end the reign yet.
I think we are in store for a double turn here.
I don't think you do that this early.
I think so.
I don't think it's that early.
I saw things from Cody Rhodes this past Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
which kind of got my eyebrow raising. Like it's like, all right, that's unlike Cody, and that's unlike Cody. And I know Cody has been teasing the whole thing, shades and whatnot with the Rock and whatnot. But I'll tell you my reason why Cody Rhodes. The fact that he picked a street fight and it's like, all right, cool, anything goes. So I think between Cena and Rhodes, there is going to be some sort of interference, and then that got me going again. It's like, and then I'm like, all right. Then for some reason, Seth Rollins pops into my head, and I say this because when Seth Rollins, did this whole group with both Brauns, right? I think he had multiple opportunities to attack Cody Rhodes, and he didn't. That is the one person that he didn't, and I'm just like, I'm a little like confused about, right? And stemming from all the way from last year, where like, Seth Rollins is like, oh, I'll always be your shield, and I know that was more towards his matchup with Roman Reigns back then, but what if it means something more, right? What if like Cody does go to the dark side, and because I don't think we're gonna end with John Cena being the heel.
So what I would do if I was booking, I would have Cody lose at SummerSlam, get him desperate, so when he has one last chance, he goes to the dark side with Rock.
Okay.
Could do that. Go that route too.
Happens.
I mean, they've been teasing. It's sort of been teasing Cena going.
So you create desperation, more and more desperation.
Yeah, no, and that's like and my thing is like that's where I'm going with this, because for Monday Night Raw, it's like, all right, the fact that he actually like, don't get me wrong,
And
John Cena didn't say,
yeah,
John Cena didn't say much on Monday Night Raw, so he was just like, I can't do it. I have to, have movie plans, blah, and walked away. Then you saw this aggression from Cody Rhodes go after John Cena, right? And not only that, like, use the title to hit John Cena, then, have forcibly take John Cena's hand and, sign the contract. And it's like, damn, we're like seeing a different version of like a more aggressive, darker,
Homelander.
It's about time.
Yeah.
I will say this. Back in the WrestleMania 40 build, when Rock beat the shit out of him, the next week he was just like, okay, like nothing happened. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you gotta be pissed. You gotta come out.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
So, like, I don't know.
Like, he went on stage and just was calm and like nothing happened when he was like promoting WrestleMania 40. I was like, this is a big ball drop in my opinion. But
yeah. I don't know. For some strange reason, I just think Seth Rollins or that group is like an X factor in this matchup. I don't know.
It could be.
Seth Rollins is everywhere, so
yeah. So because that my thing is, I can see a scenario where like Seth is holding the WWE Championship while Cody is holding the Undisputed to end SummerSlam. Like I can see it, but I don't know.
I just don't know if it's gonna happen yet.
That'd be crazy.
Because my thing is like, how do you tell? I mean, it's really hard. Pause. It's really difficult. Let me choose my words wisely. It's very difficult to top John Cena's heel turn. But if you want to do that, then do the double turn at SummerSlam. That's how I want to see it. But who knows?
Yeah.
I would do it my way. I just think you could get more cinema out of it. But yeah.
All right, let's go with some other wrestling news, rumors. Dominic Mysterio made a surprise appearance in AAA. So for those who didn't catch it, at Friday's AAA event in Mexico, the AAA champion El Hijo de Vikingo issued an open challenge, right? And the open challenge was answered by both Dragon Lee and the debuting El Grande Americano, right? Which obviously is still Ludwig Kaiser, right?
No.
But then shortly after, a masked attacker, attacked Vikingo, only for it to be revealed as current WWE Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio. So I think the most surprising part of this is not that Dominic showed up; it's the massive pop that he got in Mexico.
He's over, dude.
So
I mean, his father's legendary. So I mean,
yeah.
No, but my thing is like to get a massive pop, like you have to see the clip. Like it looked like
I saw it. Yeah, it was crazy.
So now it looks like we're going to get a fatal 4-way, which is should be fun.
I'm interested to see how AAA cooks. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and again, a great, a great way to boost AAA, right? This whole partnership. Same thing with TNA's partnership with WWE, which we'll talk about in just a bit. But again, it's good for both sides.
Yeah, it's not just the WWE shows. Now they have TNA, AAA. They have all these other places they can send talent to get reps in and
absolutely.
So it's great.
Backstage update on Karrion Kross and Scarlett's contract status with WWE. I mean, this one's an iffy one. I mean, it was expected that they would re-sign with WWE. However, there's no word on a new deal being signed, right? And what's worrying is that their contracts are set to expire in August. Do you think that WWE, gets it done? Do they re-sign both?
If they want to make money, they should. TKO, for the company they are, you would think they would see the dollar signs and jump on that shit. I don't know what's going on. I'm perplexed by this. I think Karrion Kross is money. I think he's a main eventer.
Okay.
So I don't understand. I don't understand why they just refuse to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that has me a little bit confused. The only positive thing about this is the fact that Kross has been featured more on WWE programming, and the fact that there's been new merchandise. So one can only assume that maybe a deal was done, but nothing's been confirmed so far.
They've been having him in the backstage segments for like over 6 months now, though, and so, I don't know. I just think that they're being stubborn. They see the groundswell of support and they don't care. I think Triple H is worse on that than Vince was. Like, he gets stubborn on certain things and he just will not, move.
Yeah.
In certain things, it seems like it.
Yeah. So quickly going to NXT, very interesting things happened in one particular segment, right? And that's Ethan Page, right, introducing a Canadian theme version, right, of the North American title, right? But I think that's not the only interesting thing about this. It's who he might face, and that will be TNA's Santino Marella. Now,
this is gonna be interesting.
This is where I think TNA gets a WWE championship.
Yeah, so we've known, if you haven't kept up with TNA or with NXT, TNA is clearly upset, right? That and we'll talk about more about this in a minute. That NXT has two championships legit taken away from them, right? And now Santino is after some NXT gold. How do you guys feel about Santino feuding with Ethan Page? I mean, this is Santino's first match, I guess you could say, in WWE since 2020. But how do you guys feel about that?
In terms of character work, I'm looking forward to it. Like their
me too.
personalities
Santino's
matching each other.
Santino's solid.
Yeah.
And he's gonna put on a solid match. And he's guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna do what he did when he won his first championship in WWE. He's gonna surprise everybody.
Santino is very funny, but he's also a very tough guy. He's a shooter. Like he's not I'm sure he still got it.
Yeah, no.
He's gonna win. It's gonna be WWE's first championship.
I don't think he's gonna win. No, you don't take the sale out of Ethan frickin' Page right now from Santino. No.
Unless
this is just gonna be a nice little cool charisma versus charisma.
Yeah, can we talk about Ethan's Page run in NXT?
I love it.
I love it. I mean, this is a guy that you can plug in anywhere. mid card main event.
Speak about being old school. He's kind of old school.
Yeah,
he's kind of a throwback.
Yeah, and since joining NXT, I think all of his feuds, and correct me if I'm wrong, if there's one that we haven't seen or anything, all of his feuds have been perfectly he's been he's perfectly executed.
We also got a comment too from Rich Mancini that TNA is not part of the WWE umbrella. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So funny he said that. Real quick, I saw there was a Bound for Glory advert that said the end is just the beginning. Like something's coming to an end.
Oh.
Yeah. So Rich may be onto something there.
I hope TNA brings back the 6-sided ring.
Technically, that just wasn't feasible. It like broke a lot of guys' backs. But
yeah, they said it's very hard. They said it's very hard to run and do stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if they will, but 6 sides would be nice though.
But I don't think you're working with WWE. They're not going to do that.
I mean, the one they should bring it back for is maybe bring it back for nostalgia purposes.
Maybe for a specialty, like a specialty
X Division match. X Division matches.
So
Destination X.
Yeah. And with this comment, right, TNA is part of WWE's umbrella. One must think, what are WWE's future plans with TNA? Like, does WWE plan to buy TNA? I mean, it's very possible.
I don't know. It's possible.
They already bought AAA, And
Anthem's been looking to sell for a while, even before they rebranded it TNA.
Yeah.
So it's very possible.
And I think what WWE right now is doing with TNA is just raising its value, see if they can get a TV deal. Like, I'm surprised that TNA hasn't gotten a TV deal.
That's because of the baggage what happened at Spike.
Yeah.
That's why. And so they've had to that stink on them for years that they've had to try to get off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So continuing on this TNA WWE conversation, let's talk about has TNA's partnership, right? Has has that been one-sided?
I think it's absolutely served its purpose. There's no build back to chase everyone if you don't have NXT take over completely. Now you have to chase back. Now you have something to build on.
I don't think it's one-sided because their titles are getting...
That's just wrestling, yeah.
Their titles are getting exposure as what their titles are on WWE TV.
TNA's getting way more out of it than WWE.
Yeah, so a lot of fans have been complaining. It's like, oh, well, yeah, of course, NXT is legit taking over TNA and their championships and all that. I really don't see it that way. I just see it as, like you guys have both been saying it. It's like, oh, yeah, there's more exposure to TNA's product.
And that's a good storyline, having Impact try to get their titles back. Or TNA,
hopefully we get an invasion storyline.
That would be, I doubt it they would do that, but that would be cool.
We gonna get Retribution back?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's unretire Abyss and put him in a muumuu.
Ali's gonna come back and retaliate with Nick.
I don't know. But here's a question for you guys. So we saw, all right, obviously Trick Williams is the TNA champion, and JC Jane is the Knockouts champion, right? If you were to take a talent from TNA to take either an NXT championship or to take back a TNA championship, who would it be?
Moose.
I need to think for Moose or Santana.
Or Santana.
Okay.
Probably. Wait. Unless Cardona is considered, then Cardona.
That's true. Rich also added another comment. So he put AEW has RH, WWE now has TNA and AAA. Yep.
And though they have Evolve too. They have some lesser ones.
They have Evolve, yeah. And they have a partnership with Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but real quick, we'll take that comment. AEW has Ring of Honor and honestly has done absolutely nothing. That's just my opinion.
I have never watched that ROH show. I don't know if I ever will.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to watch ROH before.
Actual ROH, that was Sinclair.
Okay, we're on the same page. But I think Eric Bischoff made a comment, right? That
when does he not?
If TNA, let's say, were to have a television deal, that it could easily become the second wrestling promotion in the world.
I don't think you're going to overcome the distribution of Warner with AEW. But
that depends if you go to a big time network. Yeah, they can.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to go to a network bigger than Warner if you're TNA. I don't see that.
NBC maybe.
Yeah, but even if they went to NBC, they wouldn't get the support that Warner gives to AEW. They'd be like,
well, if it's WWE's umbrella, they might, because remember they have Peacock, so they still have a good relationship.
I just don't know if they would roll the dice on that. Anything that's not WWE.
Depends. That's true. Well, I mean, back to what? Yeah, I think TNA is getting more out of it than NXT and WWE.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. All right. So, further WWE news. So WWE is possibly bringing back an iconic WCW pay-per-view. So for those who don't know, they've been, I don't know if they have officially, but I know that they were they filed a new trademark, right, for a classic WCW event, right? Super Brawl. Obviously, Super Bowl was one of WCW's annual pay-per-views until the company was purchased by WWE in 2001. But that name Super Brawl hasn't been used. So I kind of like what WWE has been doing, bringing back some old classic, events. It has a very 90s feel to it.
I feel like they're gonna do what they've been doing in with the Great American Bash and stuff like that, like make it an NXT show.
Okay. Probably.
Like what they did with In Your House and stuff like that.
So I think, In Your House they should have put that on the main roster as opposed to NXT. But I feel like NXT has been getting the WCW matches, like the pay-per-view names, and then WWE has been getting the WCW matches.
Sean's been running, Yeah.
So I'd be War Games and things like
Halloween
that.
Havoc.
Yeah, no, I just love it. It's you're taking classic event names and blending it with the new generation. It's all good.
Yeah,
for me, Halloween Havoc's the most nostalgic, but
yeah, okay. I agree.
My favorite one, I think, would have to be In Your House.
I loved In Your House. Yep.
Yeah, it was cool. The set was really funny. Weird. It looked like a Chuck E. Cheese stage that you'd have animatronics on. But
I liked In Your House. I'm glad that it's still here in some sense.
Yeah. All right, so shifting over to AEW, some quick AEW news. It looks like they've been bit by the injury bug. I mean, it's really unfortunate when injuries, as soon as, especially when you return, right? You just get hit with another injury. So just to name a few, just to kind of update you. So Jay White, we haven't seen Jay White for a while. So latest news is, according to Fightful Select, that he's been sidelined since April, right, due to a hand injury, but he's also dealing with a shoulder injury. So now it's like Jay White is he's unsure whether to go with this shoulder surgery, because if he goes through that shoulder surgery, it's certainly he'll miss the remainder of 2025, which is again a big blow to AEW. Then you have I think Thunder Rosa, who we haven't seen since AEW All in Texas, right? we're not sure what injury she's going through. It's right now it's labeled as undisclosed, but you know, she's had a history of injuries. Back in 2022, she had a back injury, and then you know, that it almost took like a year for her to return. So, and then another injury is Colton Gunn, who again they recently returned at AEW All In, and it seems like he suffered a knee injury at the recent AEW Collision taping. So again, big blow because it seems like they were back. Another tag team back in the tag team division, and yeah, it's just I don't know. Is there anything that like is it AEW style? Like, what do you think is causing all these injury bugs?
It's the Japan strong style. Like when you have that athletic style and you're laying them in, you're gonna have injuries now and then more than not.
True.
Yeah, it's absolutely the style.
Just a rough, aggressive style, yeah.
And they take more risks, yeah.
All right. So again, AEW was faced with backlash over Hogan's death. I don't know if many of you caught that, but I think there was no mention of of him on Wednesday, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So he passed away Thursday. I think they were like quiet about it until Tony Schiavone commented on on Collision, right? To be honest with you, I just don't get why people like look for any little bit thing just to make a big deal over it. I thought that AEW did the right thing by letting the right person make that tribute, which was Tony Schiavone, who worked in WCW, right? Worked in the same network in TNT, WCW, and I think what he said was perfect, regarding the condolences to Hulk Hogan and his family, and I just think that people should, in my opinion, think smarter. I mean, the fact that Tony Schiavone clearly, said that Hulk Hogan helped out WCW back in the day, and all this, all these different things. So for fans just to pick a little bit to kind of like stain AEW, I think that's just wrong.
There's some people in this world that will just find shit to talk about. They just want to find things to shit on. That's just who they are.
It happens all the time.
Negative. It's super negative.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Again, showing some love to AEW's women's division. So there's a new women's faction in AEW. Yeah. I'm interested to see where this goes. So they're going to be known as the Triangle of Madness, which is going to feature Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and AEW's newcomer Tekla, right? Tekla.
Yes,
so again, I like it because all three of them, I feel like they all complement each other. So I'm really interested to see how they go, going forward. Are they going to be threats to the women's division? I mean, it's all early to speculate, but I think they're going to put the women's division on notice.
I agree. It's going to be interesting. It's an interesting pairing. And one thing I want to add, I know before we move on to the next thing, Rich Mancini also added AEW was hesitating to mention about Hulk Hogan. They were. I don't know if they were just being petty about it and didn't really want to talk about it.
Listen, they might have gotten, maybe, obviously everything goes through Tony Khan. So maybe, Tony Khan had something to say about it, like, oh, don't mention him. But then maybe, hearing about, the backlash and everything like that, it's like, all right, I don't know.
Maybe they just didn't think it would come off as genuine from someone who put him on a blacklist. Maybe what Soto said, they gave it to the guy who knew him best, Tony Schiavone.
Yeah. Yeah. I think at first it's like they didn't know how to handle it because Hulk Hogan never appeared for AEW.
Well, not
Hulk
just that,
Hogan,
they have adversarial past with Hogan. They
Right.
shit on him
Yeah,
on
but
social.
you know, the Briscoes never appeared on them in WWE. Shout out to Mouse. I mean,
yes, but the fact that he wrestled for Ring of Honor and AEW purchased Ring of Honor, it was like one of those things, like a package deal. But I think with AEW, it was just like they just didn't like. I'm not going to say they purposely. No, I wouldn't say that. I just think they didn't know how to. And then I think once they had a plan set in place, Tony Schiavone was the perfect guy to speak about it.
in other words, they were being petty at first, but then they just said, we're going to have Tony Schiavone. Yeah.
I think it was just a delicate issue they didn't know how to handle.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, all right,
nobody knows.
Yeah. The AEW World Title match. Again, that rematch is set to happen. I think in this upcoming episode of Dynamite. Interestingly enough, so since Mox named the first stipulation, it was Hangman, right, to name the stipulation, and he revealed that everyone is banned from ringside except for referees, which is it's interesting because in every single one of Moxley's matches, and there is some sort of interference.
Oh yeah.
My thing is, do you really think that's gonna happen? Because I don't.
No.
Yeah, how is that enforced? Do you have cops out there?
Yeah, I don't. I think there's going to be some sort of a distraction, and I'm going to go and say there's going to be a Darby distraction.
Okay.
Yeah, since I think that's the feud going forward for Moxley. Darby trying to get back at the Death Riders for taking him out earlier. So
yeah, I agree.
I can see that.
All right, so real quick, I don't know what's your guys' take, but there's been a report where female wrestlers are thinking of sticking to OnlyFans, right, over wrestling. So again, take it with a grain of salt. Whatever. It was reported by Dave Meltzer, so that's all I have to say about that.
All right, next topic.
Oh, that's wishful thinking.
Next topic.
So it seems like
he just find a way to look at some female.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like I don't know. Look, listen, whoever, if they want to go to
He's
OnlyFans,
putting that in the Ethernet.
Yeah, listen, if women want to go to the OnlyFans to get extra money, listen, power to them. I mean, that's what Mandy Rose did. That's what.
But
yeah,
you could argue that it could ruin your future.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
You're not. It's just not the same anymore.
Yeah,
like,
but
you've been passed around at that point.
I think I think when it comes to OnlyFans, it depends on the type of content you decide to display. So, with Mandy Rose, who we know super successful, she had a crazy run, a crazy good run in NXT, and then she was let go. She used OnlyFans, made a buttload of money, and hasn't been seen since. Now, does she miss wrestling? Maybe, maybe not, because of the money she's.
She doesn't need it. She doesn't need the money.
With the money that's been pouring in, and then the same thing right now. It seems to go for Cora Jade, because it's like, all right, now it was reported that Cora Jade is stepping away from wrestling, right? And it's most likely that she's going to focus on this OnlyFans platform.
She's still doing indie shows, but yeah.
No, she stopped. She stopped doing indie shows.
Oh, I saw her on the one last week.
No. She made one recently. No, but I'm saying going forward.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
It seems like she's going to take a break because, again, I think
she said her mental health, but it's not good.
She sees the money that's being pulled in. So
let's see how good your mental health is after that.
Yeah, I think it's money.
Again, I understand it.
It's one of those topics.
Do what you want to do. It's America.
It's one of those hard topics. They can do whatever they want, but it's just
yeah.
It's her career.
So again, Happy Gilmore 2, just a reminder, is officially out, which features AEW's MJF, WWE's Becky Lynch, and Bad Bunny, right? Interestingly enough, obviously no spoilers, but interestingly enough, another wrestler did film some scenes for Happy Gilmore 2, but she came out and said that they were all cut, was WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella. So
her character's name was Medusa in the movie.
Yeah. So yeah. So now, like, she was filming a whole bunch of scenes, and then I guess, like, yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I saw Happy Gilmore 2 with my wife. We saw it the other day when it came out. The star of the movie is Bad Bunny. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
The movie's bad.
Bad Bunny is the star of the movie.
Oh, okay.
He makes the movie. Just you'll see it whenever you see it. He's the star.
Yeah. No. I definitely gotta. I haven't had time. It's been real busy, but I definitely will check it out.
For those who are fans, there are 74 cameos in that movie.
Yeah, it sounds like a cameo-rich show.
No, but some of the cameos are more just like sort of like quick things.
I was just worried that
Like
this movie would flop.
Like that.
It was good. I liked it. It had the essence.
Okay. I will say
Adam Sandler's wife is in the movie and his 2 daughters.
And it's not in theaters. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. You're right.
Yeah. So I don't have Netflix right now.
Definitely check it out. Again, more wrestlers going into mainstream movies.
Yeah. And then our last topic on today's episode is Brock Lesnar possibly being on TKO's ban list. So again, according to MMA legend Daniel Cormier, he mentioned that Brock Lesnar is on TKO's ban list because, again, a lot of people, have wondered, is Brock Lesnar going to come back? I mean, there was all these like allegations against Brock Lesnar.
Not until they solved that court case. Hell no.
Yeah. So one must wonder if he's ever going to come back. I mean, because
he's done. He's told people he's retired.
Oh, okay. So
I think he's done. I don't think that court case is getting solved within the next 5 years.
No, I think it's like once it's settled, then it's like a WWE Hall of Fame appearance, and that's it, probably.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know even about that yet. It just a lot of things would have to happen.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
it's kind of like a Hulk Hogan thing. This is kind of like a Hulk Hogan thing.
Never say never in wrestling because we learned that with Ultimate Warrior.
Because Hogan came back, right?
Bruno Sammartino is an example.
That's true. That's true. Very true.
Bret Hart for years hated them. Obviously the one person I would love to see in the WWE Hall of Fame would be Owen Hart, but I know that.
But this is different. They don't hate us; we hate them.
Yeah, no, it stems from a lot of different things when it comes to Brock Lesnar. You have the allegations, right? Then you have the fact that maybe people who are on like UFC side doesn't want to work with Brock Lesnar since what he did.
Because they've worked with him. They know what he's about.
Exactly. Not only that, he was scheduled to face Cormier sometime in 2018, 2019.
Yeah, I knew.
And then option to re-sign with WWE, leaving that mega fight, up in smoke. So, I guess we'll definitely never see that match again. So I don't know. It's a lot of moving parts when it comes to Brock Lesnar returning.
Great.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot the last few weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, no, listen, for those who tune in, you can listen to the audio version of this episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you want to see the full video, check us out on YouTube. We would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. You can also check our link tree at Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast to access past episodes and our social media pages. Again, go to our link tree. That is the best way to look at our content. If you want to interact with us, listen, that's the best way. So that will do it for us at the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. Again, myself, Mitch, Henry, we'd like to thank everyone who tuned in. We appreciate the love and support. Until next time.
Take it easy, everyone.